Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Press Play. I'm your host, JJ48, and tonight we are going to be continuing with Zelda Wind Waker. But before I get into playing, I noticed last week, well, not last week, the last week that we played Wind Waker, 2 weeks ago, uh, there was a bit of a hiccup during the stream that caused about 5 to 10 minutes of footage to not be visible to people. Um, And unfortunately, most of it was just walking around town talking to people, but one section in particular was very important to our story. So I have the video footage that I captured here, and we're just going to take a look at the one scene or the one interaction before we get into the game itself. Um, so I do have it muted because unfortunately I don't have the audio from the game uh, separate from my talking over it, and I don't want to have to compete with myself, so um, have it muted. But let's get into it. Okay, it was talking to this guy here. My story is a strange one. I came across cursed seas from a land far away, a land where the blizzards blow violently, heading for this town called Windfall. But dear me, as I traveled, a terrible storm descended and tore my ship to bits, yet mysteriously only that escaped without so much as a mark on it. From the looks of you, I would say you are a traveler as well. Oh, yes, indeed. Could you not purchase that from me? It is my one and only heirloom from home. The people of this town do not seem the least bit interested in that, despite the fact that it would help them travel the dangerous seas about their town. Please, I beg of you, I wish to open a business here in this town, so I am in desperate need of finances. How does 80 rupees sound? Yes. Okay, we bought it. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you very much indeed. I have received precisely 80 rupees for it. I can use these funds to finance my new business. Oh, dear me, what a happy day. Very well, young master. As I promised, please take that. And that was a boat sail. So we can now use it to sail across the sea. That will be very important coming up for this week. So, with that, we can get into our game itself. And if you'll recall, last week we had replayed through a bit of Outset Island. We saw the bird kidnap. It had the girl that it had kidnapped with the pirates chasing it. It dropped the girl in the forest. We went up and helped her out, and then the bird came back and kidnapped Errol, our sister. So, uh, girl who turned out to be named Tetra, leader of the pirates, agreed to take us to Forsaken Fortress to pursue our sister. We then we then made it to our sister, found her, but then we were picked up by the bird and thrown out of the fortress, and now we're on Windfall Island, where we were picked up by a boat that talks called the King of Red Lions, but the boat had no sail, and so he sent us out to find a sail, hence the scene that we just witnessed. So, let's go ahead and get started. Okay. Um, okay. Oh, that look in your eye. So, you've found yourself a sail, have you? Very well, then I shall teach you the art of sailing. Come next to my hull and press A to climb aboard. Set the sail you got to a button, and press the same button to hoist it. The sail will catch the wind, which will push the boat forward. The arrow that appears behind me indicates wind direction. Use the stick to steer. If you wish to move quickly, you should keep the wind blowing directly into the sail. You can always press A to put away the sail. Try it when you want to adjust your speed. Did you understand all that? Yes, I did. Fairly straightforward. Ah, one more thing. When you're out at sea with few landmarks to go by, you will be at the mercy of your sea chart. I have marked the place we should currently be heading for you on your sea chart. If you get lost at sea, simply press up to open the chart and confirm your position. Now, a westerly wind blows. Hop in and let it carry us to the east. Well, actually, there's a couple more things I want to do on the island first. If you don't mind. There we go. Still have to get used to the camera controls for this game. Nope, don't want to hear about how you need your daughter to get rich. Nope, that's... there we go. You might also recall last time we had... we freed Tingle, who was in the jail. If I can remember where the jail is. It wasn't in here, was it? No, this was the battleship game. Okay. Okay. That's the Picto Box place. So here. Yes, this was it. Okay. So we encountered Tingle, who was in here, and we let him out. Seems odd that they would have a prison. The door facing just empty side of a hill, I guess, and no guards or anything. Just a big button that if anybody steps on it or puts anything on it, would release whoever's in the jail. I don't think they must not have too much crime if they haven't really thought out their criminal corrections system. So, okay. Nope. We have a passage we can walk into. So, okay, let's try sticking to the left. It looks like the floor is a little different to the left. I'm gonna go there first. And it's a trapdoor! The oddly sophisticated mice or rats or something who seem primarily interested in just inconveniencing us. So, okay. I'm kind of interested in whether the rats are, if they're sentient or not. Well, I mean, they appear to be in there with how they're just waiting and operating a trapdoor like that. Although it raises the question of who are they expecting to come through here that they were all prepared already. Doesn't look like the kind of place too many people come. But we also saw in the Forsaken Fortress... Okay, so avoid the trapdoor areas. In the Forsaken Fortress area, we saw the rats would seem to sometimes, like... Okay, another trapdoor over to the left. Seem to run into... like, when we were in the barrel, the rats would just run into us and alert the guards. Okay, don't want to go on that trapdoor. Hey, there's a secret room here. Okay, there's a treasure chest, but what about these stones? These almost remind me of Sheikah stones a little bit. Date unknown. At last I have succeeded in stealing the Picto Box I have desired for so long. Succeeded, yes, but sadly. Due to a slight mistake on my part, I was also caught. I have been imprisoned, but I do not give in easily. I refuse to give this wondrous box to my captors. I have decided to hide it here in the depths of my cell and then make my escape by tunneling out. Yes, that is my plan. Okay. Of course, if I ever successfully escape from this prison, I shall one day return to recover the Picto Box. I will write the controls for it in case I should forget them. Set it to a button on the item screen. Press A to snap shots. Use the C stick to zoom in and out. Press R to switch to its delightful pictograph viewing mode. It saves up to 3 pictographs at one time. Oh, how it pains me to leave it. I just wish I could get out of here so I could start taking pictographs. Okay. You might recall, I don't think it was during the downtime of the stream, but last week when we went into the pictograph shop, the guy was a little short with us because he was upset that a Picto Box had been stolen. So it seems like the thief hid it here, and maybe we can go return this to him. Okay, so we got the Picto Box. Set it to a button. It can hold up to 3 pictographs. Press R to view your pictographs. I'm not sure if there's an easy way out of here, other than to go back this way. Maybe we'll take one of these trapdoors, a little bit of a shortcut out of the maze. Thank you! Interesting that a different trapdoor led us to the same spot. I can't even see the... Doesn't look like there was a hole or anything that we fell out of, just must be very, very well camouflaged among the rocks. Okay. Okay, here's Pictograph Box guy. Let's see. Sir, I found a Picto Box that was taken by a thief that I wonder if it might be the one that was taken from you. Why, young sir, I must say you seem to be in possession of a very fine Picto Box there. Are you a lover of pictographs as well? There can be no villains amongst the ranks of Picto Box lovers. Take your time, look around, I implore you. I mean, the guy who stole this seemed to love it to a certain extent, but okay. No villains among Picto Box lovers, I guess. Okay, can I roll into the wall? I can, but nothing happens. And of course, doing all this is perfectly okay because we are a Picto Box lover and therefore are not at all a villain. Oh ho ho ho, aren't these some finely snapped pictographs? You must admit it. But come now, you needn't be so surprised, my young sir. It is a hobby of mine to sneak up behind people when they least expect it. That is a terrible hobby. You need to stop that. That is not okay. It's quite an amusing diversion. Think nothing of it. By the way, the pictographs you see decorating these fine walls have all been taken by none other than myself. They are my pride and joy. You see, in my younger days, I was tireless, sailing far and wide across the great sea, snapping pictographs wherever I went. Have a look at them, young sir. Okay, let's see what pictographs he has. What is this a pictograph of, you ask? Well, those are creatures called choo-choos. They are said to have medicinal properties, so they are a most important resource treasured by sailors the world over. Why, there is even said to be an extremely rare species of them known as the blue choo-choo. It is only under very unusual circumstances that they are ever sighted. You would be most lucky to ever come across one, young sir. Okay. This is a pretty nice pictograph. This one is of a tiny rock islet, resting far out in the seas southeast of here. Isn't it nice? There is a very dignified butler standing before the door, and I snapped his photo without even thinking. That aside, I am certain this is someone's private cabana. Let's see. I'm not sure I see the butler in that picture, unless it's that kind of white, tallish thing next to the stairs. But to me that looks more like a lamp than a butler. Maybe someday we can find the cabana and we'll be able to find it out for ourselves. This is an incredible pictograph. I saw this strange platform rising up out of the seas, seeming to claw at the sky. It makes for an even stranger silhouette. I wonder if such things still remain out there on the high seas, lonely on the waves. Ah, if I only had the chance, I would love to see these things once again. Hey! This is a pictograph of a place I once visited. That looks like our island. You can see the two cliffs there with the rope bridge in between. And then on the left side you can see the tower that I think is the tower where Link was sleeping at the beginning of the game. Isn't it a finely snapped shot? I took it in my younger days. It is Outset Island. Yeah. Okay. I know it quite well, sir. It is the most delightful of fishing villages, innocent and rich with nature's bounty. It was there I met a beautiful young lass. Although I suppose she is probably not as young as she used to be these days. What's this? What kind of pictograph is this, you ask? Looks like a boat. One ill-fated day, misfortune befell me, and my boat was destroyed. Clinging to the wreckage, I drifted at the whims of the waves. That's when I saw this monstrosity. This foul ship, veiled in mist and fading in and out of sight like something of another world. Yes, my young sir, 'tis none other than the Ghost Ship. The rumors I've heard tell of a man who researched the reaches of the sea where the Ghost Ship faded in and out of sight, and that he drew a map of its movements. But it is said that as soon as the man had finished drawing the lines of that cursed map, he died a most unexpected death. Chilling, truly chilling. Now, if one were able to find that map, then it might be possible to sneak onto the ghost ship and get the treasure that is said to lurk within its hull. Okay, can I see this better from here? Okay, looks like we have a ship on the water. I don't know if those are clouds on the horizon or if it's like in the bay of an island here. And then it looks like the Little Dipper above. No, would that be the Big Dipper? Above the mast there, kind of going vertically. There's a whole room that's kind of boxed off. We can't get to it. This looks like it's a statue of some kind. Looks unhappy. And has some mark on its forehead. Not a bad pictograph, Is that not a rather mysterious statue? The statue's home is on one of the Triangle Islands. It lies due south of here. There are a total of 3 Triangle Islands, the Northern, the Southern, and the Eastern Triangle Islands. Each of them has a statue such as this standing on its shores. Okay. And then up. Yeah, we have that kind of wrecked, kind of boatish looking thing up at the top, and the searchlights there at the bottom are the giveaway. This is the Forsaken Fortress. Yeah. This pictograph chills me to the bone. The Forsaken Fortress. This place lies to the northwest of our fair isle, but it has been enveloped in filthy dark clouds of late. What are we to do against the silent evil that lingers there? If you value your life, young sir, then at the very least you should stay as far away from that place as you possibly can. I don't know that I'd say as far as possible, since this island itself is not terribly far. I mean, there are farther islands. Um, but keeping away does seem like a good idea, unless you have a sister to rescue like we do, in which case we kind of need to go back. So it feels as if evil that is not of this world lies in wait there, biding its time. Okay. I think that's all the pictographs. Does this not make a fine pictograph? It is the epitome of pictography, not too close up, yet not too zoomed out to discern the subject. It boasts perfect balance of scale, wouldn't you say? Okay. Wait a second. That is not a pictograph. That's like it's like ductwork or a tunnel or something. That bottom one. The other two. Top one looks like a castle. And the left one looks like some grass. And then I'm not sure what the right one is. Flash, you've captured art. Okay, so we don't have any pictographs saved yet. Let's, whoop. Oh. Now, are you offering me this thing? Sadly, I have no need of it. No, I actually wanted to take a picture of you, sir. Okay, here we go. Try to be more in focus, if you would. Is that... You see, I've been studying Picto Boxes since I was but a lad. My lifelong dream of creating a box with incredible pictography capabilities is at long last nearing fruition. Young sir, I hesitate to ask, but could you perchance become my research assistant? Sure. I figure this guy had a quest if we talked to him enough, or in the right way. Oh, really? Really and truly? My heart leaps at your enthusiasm, but I feel I must tell you the path an assistant must follow is not a simple one. I demand that whosoever takes on the role of my assistant be an individual who can take whatever command I may issue and promptly complete it without hesitation. Seems reasonable. It will be quite a challenge, I assure you. Are you still sure you want to do this? Sure. Ah, you must share my love of the pictograph. What is your name? JJ48, is it? Very well then, I shall issue 3 commands to you. On the dawn of the day you complete all 3 tasks, you shall be my #1 assistant. Now then, for my first command. A love letter. Do you know what that is? It is a collection of words of love, long unspoken and put into written form. Somewhere in this town there is one who, despite constant rejection, never learns the cold lesson of unrequited passion and continues to write letters of doomed love. I am certain the object of this sadly one-sided affection is in quite a quandary over the matter. I am of the mind that I must have a word with the unwanted suitor. Okay. However, I must have physical evidence, and thus your first task is to snap a pictograph of this individual in the act of sending the unwanted letters. So we need to find somebody who's writing love letters and take a picture of him sending the letter. Okay. That sounds easy, does it not? Rightly so. If you hope to be my assistant, you must perform this task with ease. Okay. Let's... Sir, do you have an unrequited love that you're sending lots of letters to? I wonder if the Rito postman has already come today. That might be something someone would say if they were writing lots of love letters, and... how about you, sir? Are you writing love letters? I've been kicking around this crazy world for a long time, and I've learned to stop and sniff the flowers along the way. This guy's coming down the stairs. Is there a mailbox? Maybe we need to... There was a mailbox. Where was it? Is it all the way down here? Yeah, there's the guy with the rather strange hairdo. I'm not really sure if that's supposed to be like a weird pompadour mullet thing, or if that's like a hat on top of his head. Because it matches the hair that we do see. That's definitely hair. Okay. So let's see. Okay, that guy's still making his way down here. It's just going very slow. I think this is what we're supposed to do. Just sit here and wait until we can get a picture of him putting a letter in the box. And since that's pretty much all we have to go off of, we're just going to kind of hope that the first person we see putting a letter in the box is actually the unrequited lover and not just someone else putting a letter in the box. Then again, if we do get the wrong person, the jail is pretty easy to escape out of, so it's not like it's a big deal. Okay, here we go. Is he going to come over to the mailbox? Okay, well, we got a picture of him putting a letter in the mailbox. Let's see, was that all I needed to send? I didn't forget anything, did I? You forgot you were being watched. Alright, I took a picture of somebody mailing a letter, and given the number of people on this island, I figure there's probably about a 1 in 10 chance it's the right guy. Be sure to take a clear, full-body shot so I can see exactly what is going on. And of course, so as not to be seen, you should take the pictograph from a distance, yes? Now, to prove you have completed this task, you should set your Picto Box. Okay. Clear young. Okay, so let's see. Is this the picture? That's not quite right. I'm terribly sorry, but there is no way I could possibly give this a passing grade. I'm afraid you must retake the shot. When you snap a pictograph, you must be sure not to snap it too close up, and yet at the same time it should not be too zoomed out. all of which means you must begin your study of the pictography basics anew. Okay, great. Sir, do you think you need to send another letter per chance? Okay, so we want a full body shot of him, and we need to be able to see the action of what's going on. And we need to be a little ways away so that we're not spotted. It's up here. Okay, we can zoom in that far. I'm just not sure if that's going to be like... that might be a great spot to... Let's see if he's going to come down and mail another letter. Oh, sure looks like it. If this one doesn't go well, then we'll move on and come back to do this later. Cause if this one doesn't go well, then I'm guessing it'll have to be something I'll have to look up what I'm doing wrong. But I think that this one might go well. So. Fortunately, he's not very suspicious of the kid who was holding a pictograph on the docks looking at him last time he mailed the letter, and is now running around with the pictograph as he comes down to mail a new letter. Okay, let's see. Instead of full body shots, I'm wanting to make sure that we're not going to be too zoomed in. Also, it's very finicky trying to get this thing to go up and down. Oh, here we go. Sure, let's try that. Okay. Yep, don't mind me, just running around with my pictograph as you mail a letter. Nothing suspicious about that. Okay, let's see. Oh ho, now this is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. Now, they say love is blind, but what could he be thinking mailing all these letters? I should not ridicule him, though, for he reminds me of myself back in the innocence of my youth. Memories of those bittersweet summer days come rushing back to me. But I digress. Very good, young sir. I must congratulate you on passing your first test. I shall promptly take this pictograph from you and use it most efficiently. You're gonna blackmail him, or...? Very well. Next is my second command. You must search for this town's most timid and cowardly resident. I intend to flog his spirit so as to lend him some backbone. This individual flinches and jumps at even the slightest of surprises. I need you to capture the instant of pure fear on this individual's face in a pictograph. So tell me, do you think you can complete this task, young sir? A timid, resident. It's not you, is it? I need to capture a moment of fear anyway. Okay, let's go ahead and erase these so we have 3 more to use. Timid and cowardly resident. I mean, your actions seem pretty timid and cowardly, but I'm guessing that's not who he's talking about. Are you timid and cowardly? So anyway, taking strolls is kind of like a hobby of mine. I'm always moving, buddy. But do you think it's strange for a young guy like me to walk around so much? Okay. Well, whatever. I'll tell you one thing. Because I take so many strolls, I know all the best walking courses in town. Take that little path beside the bomb shop, for example. How many people in town know that it kind of sneaks around behind the building? I think I'm the only one, buddy. That magical dance that changes day into night and night into day. If I could only recall the rhythm. Oh, the rhythm! Then I could dance it perfectly. It's not particularly cowardly. You're just irritating. I don't think you're necessarily cowardly. How about you? Hey, just so you know, if you ever have money issues, I give good financial advice. You come talk to me anytime, chum. I may not look rich, but I've got plenty of cash. Okay, I'm trying to talk to you, and you're not giving me any financial advice. Okay, well, I'm not paying for that. Are you timid and cowardly? The sea's a fine thing, to be sure, but it's not until I get back to town again that I can really relax, know what I mean? And when I see the area around this fine-looking gate we got here, well, that's when I really start feeling good. Yeah, that gate in particular just says, "At long last, you're home, boy." I suppose that's the feeling I'm talking about, that coming home feeling. Okay, it's not a cowardly attitude at all. It's quite a fine attitude, as a matter of fact. You know, laddie, if I had to give myself a title, I'd be a know-it-all sailor. I'm wise, learned, experienced. Go ahead, ask me anything you want to know about the sea. I know it sounds kind of odd for me to say this about myself, but you should know that my mood changes with the wind. I'm a whirlwind of emotion, laddie, aye. But don't let that stop you from asking me anything you want to know. Ask away. I'm fine. Okay. Are you timid and cowardly? You pesky little brat. Nobody understands how I feel. Do you hear me? Nobody. Not you, not anybody. Wait. Are you trying to tell me that you do understand how I feel? Yeah, totally. Absolutely. Oh, really? And how about a little test to see if you really do? I want you to show me a picture of the first perfectly round, pale thing you can think of. If you show me something that's exactly the same as my favorite thing, then you win, and I'll acknowledge that you understand the inner workings of my heart and mind. It's quite a simple little riddle, isn't it? Quickly now, bring it to me. Is it perfectly round, pale thing? So I'm guessing that's the moon? Because the moon's pale, if it's perfectly round, if it's a full moon. You're not particularly timid. Let's see, was there somebody down this way? You're not particularly timid, are you? Dragon Roost Island. I'd surely love to go there someday. They say it's only a little ways to the east. The sky-dancing Vrito tribe, a mystical sky spirit. Dragon Roost Island just sounds like a paradise floating in the ocean of my dreams. Yeah, that's not a timid spirit at all. I've already forgotten what you said. Are you timid? I've been kicking around this crazy world for a long time, and I've learned to stop and sniff the flowers long. Now you're just kind of relaxing and enjoying life. You've got to be timid, right? It's a westerly wind that's blowing now. If you were to sail where this wind would take you, you'd end up on a straight shot for Dragon Roost Island. But I suppose telling that to a non-sailor like yourself is a bit pointless, eh? That is not timid at all. Oh! There was a bar with people in it that some of whom might be timid. Let's see, where was that? Is it here? Or is this the rich guy's house? That's rich guy's house. Don't remember him being particularly timid, so we won't... Ah. That's right, it was upstairs of this guy's, the bar or cafe or whatever it is. Oh, the horribleness. I don't know what I'd do if I were kidnapped and taken to the Forsaken Fortress. Just the thought of it sends shivers down my spine. Brr. Seems like something a timid person would say. Is there any way I can... that might be... Alright, let's try to... Okay, he might want a full body shot of this one too, but I feel like going for the face really captures the timidness. Let's see if this is who he was thinking of. Oh, now this is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. Clearly this individual must be the town's most timid of denizens. I mean, he said he didn't want to get kidnapped and acted a little bit shocked when somebody broke a vase right next to him. I'm not really sure that speaks too poorly on his part, and it's not really something we need to shame him for, probably. Fear is his constant companion. I cannot complain, young sir. You have passed in a most admirable manner. Say, and is it me, or is this chap quite the striking individual? Very good, and this means you have passed my second test. I shall promptly take this pictograph from you and use it most efficiently. Oh, great, more blackmail. Very good. Next is, at long last, my final command. Open your heart and mind and listen to what I say. Somewhere in town is a couple, a man and woman whose hearts are secretly filled with thoughts of the other, and yet for reasons unknown, the two have never spoken. Even when they happen by chance to pass each other in the road, they each steal a brief, furtive glance at the other, but they suppress the longing in their hearts. How do you know this? I cannot let this tragedy go on any longer. For the sake of the town and my own desire to help these two poor souls, I shall become Cupid, Archer of Love. Those two are timid burglars in the House of Love, and you must capture a pictograph of them, thinking their furtive thoughts. And when hope beyond hope you manage to complete this third task, then shall you be my #1 pupil. Oh, does that not excite you? Good luck to you, young sir. Okay, let's see. So we're trying to capture a moment where two people who never speak to each other pass by each other and steal furtive glances. So I'm guessing the guy who walks around town is going to be one of them, since he seems to be the most mobile. I mean, apart from that guy who's doesn't seem to be the kind who's going to be stealing furtive glances anytime soon. So let's see who we have. This lady, maybe she looks a little bit old for him. No offense, ma'am. It's just not the same generation. But, these two are more worried about gossiping than they are about stealing furtive glances with anybody. And it's probably you. You know something? When you stand here, you see a lot of different people pass by. This is a brand new outfit, you know? I just wish someone would notice it. She's standing here waiting for someone to pass by and notice her outfit. Yep, that's gotta be her. Okay, so let's see if we can find when this guy passes by. I'm not sure what route he takes. The only bad thing about this quest is sometimes it takes quite a while for people to get to where they're supposed to go. And so if you miss it, then you have to reset and do again. I mean, not reset the game, but like go inside and then come outside, which puts everybody back into their original positions. And so then this guy would go back to where he started and would walk the same route all over again. Okay, so he's going up that way. Okay, would you guys mind? There we go. They even looked at each other just at the right time. Okay, let's see if this will... Dude, this is right outside your shop. You could have taken that pictograph yourself. But I guess if you're just gathering pictures for blackmailing people, it helps to have a kid do it instead of you, so the kid has the excuse of like, oh, I'm just a mischievous kid taking pictures of everything. So... Oh, this is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. I had no idea these two would get along so splendidly. You can see the love there, hidden but thriving. Even I, who have lived in this town for so many long years, did not realize in the slightest the extent of their passion. I mean, they looked at each other as he was walking past, but I guess you can tell a lot from a glance. You have done well. I shall promptly take this pictograph from you and use it most efficiently. Now then, my young sir, you have completed all of the tasks I set you to. My doubts about you have all been cleared up. I shall hereby be proud to call you my assistant, JJ48. And to reward you further for your fine efforts, I offer you this. The elderly lady next door tells me it has value of sorts. Okay, Joy Pendant. We can keep joy pendants in our spoils bag. These pendants are said to flock to those who spread joy like butterflies to nectar-filled blossoms. From here onward, come rain or wind, my heart shall rest in comfortable ease, and at the same time your heart will learn the love that pictography fosters. Oh ho ho. Okay, nothing else for it at the moment. Okay, so at some point we're going to want to get a picture of the moon and come back here, but since it's not night and I don't know how long it'll take for it to get night, we'll just try to in our travels, if we see that it's night and we see a full moon, we'll snap a picture. Because I'm pretty sure we'll be coming back here again at some point. So, okay. Oh, this is our sea chart. So we can see here is Outset Island. This is where we started. And you can see the spiky bit pointing up on the right. That's, I think, the pier out to the lookout. And the top bridge was the lower bridge that we were able to go along at first and hop along some rocks. And then up at the top, the lower bridge is the more southerly bridge, I think, is the rope bridge that we crossed and from which Errol was kidnapped. Okay. This is where we are right now. Windfall Island, not terribly interesting to look at from, at least from like this high up and not showing any buildings or anything on it. The script on there looks like that's... we can see some similar letters like over on the right in the margins and around the map in places. I'm not sure what it says, and it's kind of unclear on there, but I believe that's like the Hylian script that we've seen. I think we've seen it used before. I'll have to look up and see if that's something that we saw like in Ocarina of Time or something, or if that's new to this game. And Forsaken Fortress. I want to seize it. It doesn't look like it's actually the same script, or like it's not saying the same words, so whatever it is, it's actually different for each of the islands. So maybe that's the name of the island in Hylian language? Okay. Not sure what that red mark is down beneath the cursor there. But then this is where we want to go. Oh, and then what is this? Charts. This is, you can see the charts of each island. This was Tingle's chart that he gave us, showing a place to go. And, okay, just southwest of Windfall Island. But some charts will... this chart is showing Tingle's rather simple drawing of the area. Some charts will show like a portion of an island or something with like buried treasure or sunken treasure, and so you'll want to compare it to islands maps to find it. We'll get to that eventually. For now, we are now an apprentice pictographer, and I think we need to go... let's head to Dragon Roost Island. Hey. Why do you hesitate so? Quickly! Come next to me and then press A to climb in. Okay, so let's... I can use R to kind of move a little bit for getting out here. But then if I open the sail, then, oh, we go a lot faster. If we head with the wind, if we head away from the wind, then we slow down considerably. Although, still making pretty good time for heading directly into the wind. Alright. But we can see the spray. We're going much faster now. Okay, so I think we're headed for the tall island in the distance there, because we were told that that was Dragon Roost Island. The guy, or the lady looking out at sea. Oh, what's this? Oh. Oh, there's another little island here. I want to see what this island is. Oh, no. Okay, there's a boat over there. Let's see what's on this island. There's a big fingerprint rock with some blue stuff. Some trees. Oh, it's Pac-Man statue. I think that's actually a Choo-Choo statue. To reach Dragon Roost Island, head east from here. Okay. There's a post office box, and I think these little islands over there, we need the hook shot to be able to get to. That's why they have the trees on them. Let's see if we can talk to these guys. Yeah, mighty fine boat you got there, bub. You must be searching for treasure on the seafloor too, aren't you? Ha ha ha, you won't get any from us, bub, not likely. Let me ask you something real quick. Who wanders around on a fishless sea? I'll tell you who, bub. Only pirates, monsters, and treasure hunters like ourselves. And maybe some other things that I've never heard of. You know, with all the weak island dwellers who never leave their shores, I'm amazed to see such a tiny little guy out here. I like your style, bub. I feel like I've known you my whole life. So hey, I'll tell you what, as one treasure hunter to another, I'll give you this. You'll definitely be needing it if you want to haul up treasure. Come on, take it. I won't take no for an answer. I also won't take nay, nope, or nar. Just grab it. Okay, got a treasure chart. When you open this chart, a place where treasure lies will be lit up. Sail to that area, then use the chart to find the treasure. First, open your sea chart, then check your special charts. You search for treasure by comparing the specific island charts on the left with the treasure charts on the right. Simple, bub. After that, all you need to do is use the same thing we use to haul up treasure, one of those grappling hooks that the Rito tribesfolk of Dragon Roost Island use. Yeah, those grappling hooks. Nothing pulls up stuff like those things. Alright, little treasure buddy. Best of luck to all of us. Bye, weird, quite synchronized people. Oh, nope, I keep on pressing that when I want to do this. So I also want to check out this platform here. Wait, what's... What's this gold thing? Is that... Oh, it's a bokoblin on a raft. Okay, that's right, I can use this to check things out from a distance. And that's a bokoblin on a tower. Okay, let's go check out the bokoblin on the raft, and then we'll check out the bokoblin on the tower. Excuse me, sir. Now, I know you're thinking that it was pretty villainous of me to come up and just attack you while you were sleeping, But I would point out that I am a lover of pictographs and therefore cannot possibly be a villain. Hello, my good sir. Would you be interested in helping me make the seas safe by not inhabiting them anymore? Thank you. Okay, 20 rupees. What a pleasant surprise. Okay. This is, Beetle's boat, isn't it? Yeah. Let's see, do you have anything for sale, Beetle? Okay, I can buy some bait in case I need it. Oh, thank you as always. I appreciate your business. If you have anything you want to sell, show it to me. I'll buy it off you. Or would you prefer to buy something? Just use this to browse. Okay, let's have Hyoi pears, and all-purpose bait. I'll buy a couple of each. Okay. Animals will be drawn to this gourmet pet food the moment you put it down. It has 3 portions. Okay. Thank you! Yes, thanks to you. Now you have 2 points saved up. Okay, I guess I do also want to try to get 30 points to see what he gives me, so... I think I can get 3 of each. You've saved up 4 points. If you save up even more points, something good will happen to you. Something very good indeed. Okay. This special bait allows you to take control of seagulls. Hyoi pear, which lets you take control of seagulls, immediately puts me in mind of Errol, since we've kind of established that seagulls seem to flock around her. And if I recall, when she was running around at the beginning looking for Link, she was calling out Hyoi, or something similar. Although I have to say, I don't think Errol's face looked anywhere near so hideous as that pear. The pear looks like it's in pain. When controlling seagulls, tap A to flap your wings and accelerate, press R to quit. Yes, thanks to you. Okay, 5 points. I'm not sure why he has 2 Hyoi pears when he just replaces either of them as soon as we buy it anyway. Alright, bye, Beetle. Oh yeah, didn't even have to hit the water. Let's see. Okay, we're still headed this way. Alright, that helps a little bit if I move the camera out. Nope, missed the gold one. Oh well. Oh, okay, missed it because of cutscene. There, on the horizon. That is our destination, Dragon Roost Island. Which has awesome music. High atop this island's peak lives the spirit of the skies, a great dragon by the name of Valu. You must go see this dragon and request from him a jewel called Din's Pearl. Ask the people of the Rito tribe who inhabit this island about how to see the dragon. Oh, I almost forgot. Wait just a moment. This is the Wind Waker. It is a baton of sorts that was used long ago when the people played music in prayer to the god. How have I not noticed that you had that before? In those days, simply using it allowed one to borrow the power of the gods, but I do not know if it still works. Even so, I thought it might be of some use to you. Perhaps you should try using it. First, conduct in 3/4 time. Do not touch the stick, just try to match the rhythm by tilting the C stick. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is, as the little bubble thing's moving back and forth, I don't have any control over that, but whenever it hits the middle, that's when it detects where the stick is, so I need to get the stick in position by the time it touches the middle. So, hopefully that explanation makes sense. Okay, next is 4/4 time. Okay, so we can use the left stick to change the rhythm, and then use the right stick to do the motions. That's it. That was not bad for your first time using the Wind Waker, not bad at all. You can also conduct with it in 6/4 time. You would do well to remember that. So, okay. You received the legendary Wind Waker. By using this magical conductor's baton, you can borrow the power of the gods. Okay. Set it to a button and conduct to choose the notes. Okay, and then use the left stick to decide what time we're conducting in. So if I do this, then it changes the time. Okay. Cool. So once again, we have a musical instrument in the Zelda universe that has magical properties. Certainly not something unique. It's itself unique, but it's not, the concept is not unique. Danger, do not attack the explosive fruit. Don't tell me what to do. Okay, tell me what to do. I will not do that again. I actually can't guarantee that I will never do it again, because I very well might not forget, but might end up like with bad controls or something, accidentally attacking where I don't mean to. Okay, so let's kind of see what's going on here besides just rocks getting blown up. So the Wind Shrine is to the left, and the Mail Center is up above. Okay, it looks like... Okay, there's bombable rocks that'll drop those down. Oh, okay, that was a crab that I saw over there. Okay. Okay, what else do we have over here before we head over to the Wind Shrine? Up. Oh, there's a rock there, and there's some bomb flowers there, so I guess I'm probably gonna have to come back when we have like a bow or slingshot or something to attack those and cause them to blow up that rock. Okay. So the bomb flowers are also something that we're seeing returning. Seen it mentioned a couple times, but the I think first used in Ocarina of Time, and I think it's kind of a nice way to be able to have. It kind of introduces us to the concept of bombing, and gives us the ability to have some bombing puzzles, while at the same time, you know, we can't. Once we pick them, they start counting down, so we can't like take them with us. We don't have complete control over it, so we can't just. It kind of ease us into the puzzles. Mail Center. Well, yeah, that's about that. Bridge is out. Okay, that didn't end up going where I wanted. I hit the wall. There we go. A little too close, but not bad. Nope. Link, that was a terrible throw. It was about the worst throw you could have possibly... Spoke too soon. Okay, let's... There we go. Okay. No, okay, Link, let's try not to... Wow, trying to get it on this ledge is surprisingly difficult. Okay, that ought to do it. Okay, good. Okay, so now we have a shortcut. We can easily get back up here. Let's check out this Wind Shrine. Okay, we can swim there. It's broken. Okay. These appear to be markings that indicate specific directions. Okay. 3 markings indicating up, left, right. I think I know what we need to do here. we learned the Wind's Requiem. Yep, that's a mighty nice breeze. The name's Zephos. I'm the god of winds. So you're the new Wind Waker, are you? Great, great. For a beginner, you've got a nice wind sense about you. I like you, kid. That tune you just picked up, well, it gives you control over the direction the wind blows. Depending on how it's used, wind can be a good thing or a very bad thing. You want an example of it being a bad thing, then you should see my brother. It saddens me to say that my brother, Cyclos, is miffed about his monument here being broken, and now he spends his time creating cyclones to torment people with. So if you encounter any cyclones at sea, chastise my brother for me, will you? And that is my request for you. Okay, so we can use this to direct what direction the wind's going. So right now the wind's heading east. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Does it just go the way we're facing, maybe? Let's try. Oh no, we get to choose which direction we want it to go. Okay. I have no particular reason for picking south. They just wanted to change it a direction from where it was. Okay. Oh, and we can see on the little mini-map, there's an arrow pointing south in the upper right corner of the mini-map. Oh. We can zoom in the mini-map. Okay, the red things are signs, apparently. Yeah, because there was a sign up there that said that the post office was this way. Okay, well that's a little bit more helpful than the map that's just zoomed out showing the whole island. I mean, that's probably useful for sometimes, but this is going to be useful, I think, in more situations. Hey, it's our postman! Is that you? It is! I'm pleased to see you're okay! I must say, you've traveled far for one with no wings. And your sister, is she... Yeah, don't look too broken up, Link. Is that so? Well, don't worry too much. I'm sure she'll hang in there. Okay, yeah, that's... What a very meaningful bit of comfort there. I have an idea. Would you like to meet our chieftain? I've told my people here about you, and all of us Rito are very concerned. I'm certain the chieftain will befriend you and lend you the aid of our Aerie. It's settled then. I'll fly on ahead and let everyone know you're coming. Come inside. I'll be waiting. He is a very friendly and helpful postman. I mean, I'm not saying that most postmen aren't. I don't know many postmen, and wouldn't normally be thinking, like, if I was dealing with a kidnap situation or something, I'm not sure my first thought would be, I wonder what my postman thinks about this. Then again, my postman also, to the best of my knowledge, does not belong to a race of bird people who can fly all over the world, so... Well, have you discovered the cause of the great Falu's anger? Ah, so you are JJ48, are you? Quill has told me all about you. A troubling tale indeed. I insist that you let us know if there is anything we can do to help you. We shall do everything in our power to assist you. However, in the meantime, we have a problem of our own to deal with. When you arrived on the island, did you notice the raging dragon perched atop the mountain? As you can see, we of the Rito tribe are profoundly connected to the sky. We make our livings on the airways. We do so by the graces of the sky spirit Valu. When a Rito reaches adulthood, he or she journeys to the top of Dragon Roost to receive a scale from the Great Dragon. It is this scale that enables the Rito to grow his or her wings. Interesting. Your people don't grow wings unless you have a dragon scale. Interesting. Recently, however, the once gentle Valu has grown violent and unpredictable. Sadly, we can no longer approach him. If this continues, the fledglings who are of age will never be able to receive scales from Valu on Dragon Roost. They will remain wingless, and in time, our very way of life will be threatened. We might have to walk on the ground like just simple commoners or something. As Chieftain of the Rito, my first responsibility is to solve this problem. My apologies, but I must ask you to wait for our assistance until this is done. Will you do so? Yep. Chieftain, what do you think of consulting JJ48 with regards to your son, Prince Kamali? As you can see, he's a gallant young lad. I feel certain that Prince Kamali would open his heart to him and speak freely of his fears and worries. Really? Prince Kamali is just gonna open his heart to someone he's just met? Or hasn't even met yet? That may be. Let me be direct. My son, Kamali, is of the age to earn his wings. Yet he is weak in some ways, and in light of the current situation, he may just give up on ever getting them. What say you? Will you share some of your courage with my son? Okay, courage I have. Wisdom, not so much, but courage I can do. Will you meet with my son? I thank you. We shall do our best to solve our problem as quickly as possible so that we may better help you with yours. I have something I wish for you to give to my son. A young girl named Medley is holding it for me. Would you find her and take it? I'm counting on you. Here, take this with you. Who knows, it might come in handy. Again, Link, thank you before showing it off. Got a delivery bag. Finely crafted bags like this are used by Rito postmen everywhere. With so many pockets, it can hold many items. Select it on the items screen and see what we have inside. You should find Medley in one of the upper rooms. Leave the Great Valu to us. In the meanwhile, do your best to aid Prince Kamali. Where did we even come in? I think we came in from there. No, that's not. We don't have a mini-map inside of here. If you want to get to Dragon Roost Cavern, I've got some bad news for you. The bridge is out. There's no way to even get inside. I'm sure you'll understand once you've seen it for yourself. As for swimming across, well, you need water for that, and the pond's all dried up. No need to panic, though. I'm sure the chieftain will think of something. Okay, so that probably heads to Dragon Roost. Here's boxes of mail. More boxes of mail. This is like a... This looks like a little totem statue or something. I'm not sure... The top part definitely looks like a face. I think this part kind of looks like a face too. Like 2 eyes and big flat mouth. Almost puts you in mind of like a Goomba from Super Mario Brothers. And then I can't tell if this part on the wall is meant to be a picture of something or if it's just like some like kind of stylistic nothing. Let's see what's in here. Oh. Okay. This is Prince Kamali's room. What's in the... Okay, oh, there's toys in there.
I don't have a letter from Princess, or not Princess, but from Medley yet. Um, this is an odd. This is kind of an odd bed with all the. Let's see, the bed has feet on it, and then the like curtain things have bigger feet on them. I don't know. That's actually kind of creepy. I mean, I know there are beds that have those kinds of feet and stuff on them, but I'll be honest, I find it a little odd when it's on real furniture as well. Um, and even then, usually it's like looks like a clawed foot, like holding onto a ball or something. It's not just splayed out and clawed like that. Huh? Who are you supposed to be? What do you want from me, huh? I don't want to talk to anyone right now. But your dad was sure you'd want to just like immediately open up to me and tell me all of your deepest, darkest fears. And yeah, I don't get it either, but um, you'll have to take it up with him, I guess. Oh, this music is this was music used um, inside of buildings in like Ocarina of Time as well. Oh, you're the fledgling the chieftain mentioned, aren't you? I feel as though I should tell you, despite what he may seem like right now, young Master Kamali is quite a pleasant child. His father, the chieftain, is quite busy, but Kamali's never once complained, though I'm sure he's been lonely at times. He's the chieftain's son through and through. However, his grandmother passed recently, and Kamali seems lost. His confidence is gone. His grandmother was always with him, you see, a great, great woman. That sparkling ball that the young master keeps with him was actually a gift from the great Valu to Kamali's grandmother. Wow, you just tell Kamali's life story to anybody who passes through this way? Okay. I guess thanks for the information, and it's quite interesting. Not sure how Kamali would feel about you telling complete strangers all about this, but hey, I know you. Yeah, you're the adventure guy, sailing from island to island, action, excitement, right? So, with all the adventuring you do, did you happen to find a golden feather? My girlfriend, she's wanted one of those things for the longest time, and actually, I kind of promised that I'd send one to her. Okay, I don't mean to sound rude, but that doesn't really sound like that's a me problem. Um, if anything, I think you should just take that as a lesson not to promise things when you haven't don't have the ability to get them. Wow, you really do have green clothes and a strange shaped hat. I I want to react defensively to that, but yeah, it's accurate. You're JJ48, aren't you? Oh, me? I'm an attendant to the great sky spirit Valu. My name is Medley. Well, to tell the truth, I'm not an attendant quite yet. I'm actually still studying to be one. Oh, what am I thinking? Here, this is from the chieftain. He wants you to give this directly to Prince Kamali. Alright, we accepted father's letter. It is a letter from a father addressed to his son. Since you've just received a fine delivery bag, why not use it to carry this letter down to Kamali? When you want to take it out, okay, yep, select it, put it to an item button. The room way in the back on the first floor is Prince Kamali's room. You have to go down a couple steps to get there. When you meet Prince Kamali, please don't get offended by his manner. He has no bad intentions, I promise. By the way, listen. I have a small favor I'd like to ask of you. Could you please come to the entrance of Dragon Roost Cavern later? I'll explain everything then. Okay. Wait a second, this is... There's another face on here with... I'm guessing those are meant to be like feathers or wings to either side of it. And then around the room we have like these giant feathers. And then what is that emblem above the doors? No. Oh, I can't take out the telescope, so this is the best I can do. I have no clue. It'd be much easier if we could get a more head-on view, I'm guessing. Okay. As you're from off-island, allow me to tell you about the Dragon Roost. Even in the best of times, it's a dangerous place where all those bomb flowers, or with all those bomb flowers growing everywhere. And now it's even more perilous. It's so bad that the bomb flowers themselves have all dried up. The great and wonderful Valu has created quite a mess. Okay, let's out this way. Oh my, this seems unpleasant. I guess it's to be expected in this heat, but just take a look down there. Dragon Roost Pond is completely dried up. I mean, not completely. There's a little bit there, but yeah, it's mostly dried up. Okay, we already talked to you. Every year, the Ritos sponsor a Birdman contest on that island off to the east. I wonder if we'll have one this year, what with the current situation on the island. No time to waste. Everyone's so busy with the Great Valu that we're running short of delivery personnel. It's a madhouse. Ah well, back to work. Oh, there's... That bird does not look friendly. Okay. There's another bird flying around over there. Okay. We used to have such nice breezes blowing through here. Now the air is crazy. I'm positive the strange winds are a result of the wind god's anger. See, there's an important shrine below here that got broken, and now we're paying the price. What cursed luck. Yeah, I talked to one of the wind gods. He says his brother's just kind of a jerk, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Okay, so I guess in that we need to get over there, because we can't get there at the moment. Yeah, it's way too far to jump. Oh, Link, around the door jam. There we go. Well now, I've not seen your young face before. Nope, don't believe so. Hmm? You wouldn't be here in response to our posting for some part-time help, would you? Uh, sure. Oh, excellent, that's good. But first, to see if I can use you or not, I need to give you a little test. Just a small one. Match the seal on the envelope with the same icon on the shelf and throw the letter onto that shelf. Real easy. Simple. Okay. Okay, so we select a shelf and press A to throw the letter. Simple. Is that clear? Sure. Before time runs out, you have to sort at least 10 letters. 22. Great, good, terrific. You pass. Okay, you get 1 rupee for every two letters, so that comes to a grand total of 11 rupees, am I right? Come back anytime. I mean it, anytime. The more letters you sort, the more you'll learn. Not a bad deal for both of us. Okay. I'll probably do that later. That's a mini game in a Zelda game, so I'm sure it's tied to a heart piece or something. Okay, sorry about that. Let's... Man, you guys don't even keep your rupees in breakable jars just lying around? What kind of backward society is this? Okay, let's see. Oh, this might be that emblem from before. Let's see if we can get a view of that from up above. Okay, but which direction is it? I think that's upside down from what it was showing. So, let's try maybe over here. Yeah, I'm not really seeing much. The only thing I can kind of possibly make work is if maybe that big area on the top is kind of a head, and then we have kind of a little bit of a snaky body coming around to a tail with like a big flame or something on the back. So I guess, and then the things on the back would be wings, which would make this a Charizard. So I'm gonna, in the absence of any other clues as to what this is, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is Charizard. Okay. Okay, we solved that riddle, so let's go talk to Prince Kamali. Can we read the letter? Taking this out here won't do anything. No, we can just hold it up kind of stupidly in the middle of a hallway. I just realized these doors... That face at the top, I guess these are feathers. They're probably not meant to be teeth or anything, because the face looks like it has a beak. That's actually kind of sinister looking. I think especially as a kid, I would not want that on a door that I could easily see from my bed at night. That'd be terrifying. Prince Kamali, here's a letter for you. A letter from my father? Oh, sure, telling me to be brave is easy enough for him. It's not like he's the one who went through that horrible experience. It's not like he still has to get a scale from Valu. You're in this letter too, you know. Poking your nose in other people's business. You're nosy, aren't you? I mean, in as much as I actually have a nose and not a beak, I guess. Sorry, but I really don't feel like going to see Valu right now. I mean, how am I supposed to get a scale from him when he's so upset? What, are you trying to say that you can calm Valu down? Pfft, that's just a big fat lie. It's easy to say you can do anything. Bragging doesn't cost a thing. I'll tell you what, if you can find me someone who can get past all the obstacles on Dragon Roost to get to Valu, then I'll listen to anything you say. Okay. Well, let's see. Medley said she wanted to meet outside the entrance to... Wow, Link. terrible at rolling upstairs. So let's go see if we can find Medley and see what she wanted help with. Oh no, all the poor little bomb flowers. They're not even firecracker flowers anymore. Although I just noticed that it is kind of ironic that the bomb flowers um, are we can't use them to blow things up because of a lack of water, because they're dried up. I'm thinking of the phrase "damp squib," which of course refers to firecrackers not going off because they've been soaked in water or gotten moisture inside and thus ruined the powder. So, but I guess naturally growing bomb flowers have the opposite issue that they actually need water in order to be able to blow up. Okay, can we get back up? Okay, we can. We can get back up if we need to. No, Link, stop trying to go back up. Okay. Medley. Wait, what's that on your back? Um, it's a harp with a face on it. The bridge for the nose, I guess. Okay, that's kind of cool. Hey, you actually came! I'm really sorry for bringing you to such a dangerous place. I had to. I wouldn't have asked if I didn't need help desperately. You see this place? There used to be a spring here surrounded by a beautiful pond. It was peaceful and lovely. But then the great Valu, he became so angry, and in his rage he shook the mountain, and this boulder crashed down, plugging the spring. You can see the result. Oh, but where's my mind? Tell me, how is Prince Kamali? Oh, that doesn't sound right, not at all. I may be partially to blame for the bad turn that Prince Kamali's taken. See, Prince Kamali's grandmother was the great Valu's former attendant. She was an amazing woman. I was honored to have her as my teacher. She was kind and brave and unsurpassed in her dealings with the great Valu. I'm not yet worthy of being mentioned in the same breath as her. If only I'd possessed some of her strength, I'm sure Prince Kamali would have felt more secure. I'm sorry to ask this, but I need your help. I want to go to the small shrine that's near the peak of Dragon Roost, but that ledge over there is so high. If I could get some wind under my wings, I'm sure I could get up there. So, will you help me? Sure. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, pick me up. Then face the ledge and toss me. The atmospheric currents are really messed up, so pay close attention to the direction of the wind. Alright, I'm ready. Don't hold back now. Throw me as hard as you can. So not like that. I'm fine. That didn't really hurt. What was I saying? Oh yeah, once more, with the wind. Toss away. Okay, so we want to throw with the wind. Let's see if we can get a little bit of height. Wait for the wind to go the right direction. No. Wonder, can we make the wind go the direction we want? Okay, but is that going to stay that way, or is it going to keep randomizing? Okay, good. Oh, thank you! I think now I'll be able to climb Dragon Roost and meet with the great Valu. Don't worry, I'll be fine. I may be just an apprentice attendant, but I can understand some of the great Valu's language. I'm not exactly bursting with confidence, but look, if anything happens to me, please look after Prince Kamali. This is all I have to give you. I know it's not much, but please take it. Yep, thanks. We got an empty bottle. Bottles are great for carrying water and holding other things. Oh, and please don't tell anyone that I'm climbing Dragon Roost. It'll be our secret, okay? Well, good luck to both of us. Okay. So I think with this water, we might be able to revive these bomb plants. Bomb flowers. Try pouring it on something that looks dry and withered. That's exactly what I want to do. No, the saying is not a damp squid. Squids are already damp. That's... Okay. I'm honestly kind of surprised none of the Rito thought to do this. But... Okay. What's this? We have some... Okay, these look like Rito, statues of Rito that are very definitely Rito, holding some jars. These look like very important cultural artifacts, so of course what we want to do is try to throw bombs into them and crash them into the lava. Now that's... Ow. Link, don't jump into the lava yourself. It's exactly what you don't want to do. You'll run up running all the way back to the beginning of the area. Nope, okay. There we go. Okay. Apparently getting splashed by lava is no big deal. Ooh, Dragon Roost Cavern. Okay. So I have these weird things. And then some very cool looking dragons back behind them. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to stop right there because this is the first actual dungeon of the game, if we don't count the Forsaken Fortress. And so I don't really want to just get started on it, just to play it for 10 minutes, and then if once we save and quit out, we'll probably have to start like back here at the beginning anyway, and have to walk through any progress that we made. So go ahead and save while I'm thinking of it. Okay. And so I think with that, we will go ahead and call it a night. So I do plan to be here next Monday. I should be here most Mondays for the foreseeable future. And I will continue on with Wind Waker next week. So thank you all for coming. Hope you have a good week, and see you next time.